everyone, so today I am going to be doing the Reborn Tag and I'm just going to be changing Evie and Daniel while I'm in the background. I've already just started on changing Evie because she has very small buttons on the back of her dress, which with me having my nails done only the other day, I'm still getting used to them, so I find it quite hard. There you go, princess. So yeah, I'm going to be doing the Reborn Tag. I'm going to get straight into it. I'll put all the comments in the description below. I don't know who created this tag because I've seen so many of them online. But if you do one, just comment in the description because I'd love to see it. So the first question is, how did you find out about Reborns? And I found out when I was a kid and I was watching a little documentary on Reborns. And I fell in love with them. My parents got me a little second-hand one that looked absolutely hideous. Wasn't very well done. It hadn't been very well cared for. So, yeah, we didn't have a phone, and then we sold it down on eBay for like I think it was 20 quid. And I think someone redid it again, probably because it just wasn't very nice. I'm gonna go and quickly get a brush for her before I get on to the second question. So the second question is, do you prefer opened-eyed or closed-eyed reborns? As you can see, I have one of each at the moment, and it depends on what I'm doing really. If I'm going out or about, I tend to prefer a closed-eyed reborn because it looks more realistic to have a still baby in a pram asleep rather than have one that is awake. So I do, in that sense, prefer a closed eyes one, but for role playing, I do prefer an open eyed reborn. The next question is, what do you use to condition the hair? I don't use anything special. I use Johnson's baby conditioner. It's the same conditioner I use on my dogs. And if it's good enough for my little boys, then it is good enough for my little reborns. Plus, it is made specifically for baby's hair. So that's why I use Johnson's. The next one is, do you prefer girl or boy reborns? And I think that's a weird one. Some days I prefer having a little boy, and then some days more when I'm out shopping, I prefer having a little girl because I just think you can get so much cuter clothes for little girls than boys. And that, so yeah, then that changes on a daily basis what I prefer. Do you collect bottles or pacifiers / dummies as we call them here, or both? I'm starting to collect both. I don't have many at the moment. I think I only have 3 bottles, and I have more. I think I have about 3 pacifiers dummies for them each. But I want to collect both because I love both. Because I love feeding them because I think it bonds really well. But I also love putting little pacifiers in them because they look so cute. The next one is, do you? Oh, I got the boy and girl questions and the reborn and the bottles and pacifiers the one way around. Well, anyway, the next one is, do you like monster, goth, vampire, etc. reborns? I think they're beautiful. I think they're beautiful works of art as well as just like a reborn's a beautiful piece of work of art. But they're not my cup of tea. They're not something that I'd outwardly go and buy. Not something I'd be interested in collecting in the future. But I don't knock anyone who has them, as I do think they are beautiful works of art. Do you have a favourite reborn item? I don't think so. I'm trying to get like a little favourite outfit for each of them, and I think Evie's is going to be this little dress I got. But at the moment, no, I don't because I don't have much stuff for them. What is your favourite type of video to make with your reborn? I haven't been making many for long, but I think it's probably going to be changing videos because I think it's just so therapeutic changing them, and then you can also have a little conversation with at the same time. So I do like that. Outings I also like as well because I don't really go on outings much. So I think it's something new and fun to try, and I just thought I'd show you little Evie's bunny sleep. I'm getting them ready for bed out of their Easter clothes. But yes, here's Evie all done, and here's Mr. Daniel. It's your turn now, me. Oh, and your hair is definitely mad. You need a brush on your hair. I'm going to move Evie a bit over into the shot a bit more. I don't think you'll end up seeing her though, because I think she cut out about halfway. Yep. So anyway, let's just have a little look at the next question. What is your favourite part of being in the Reborn community? This is absolutely easy, this question. I absolutely adore the Reborn community. I think they're absolutely amazing because there's so many kind people out there. And a lot of people are very accepting, you know. I mean, I always try to justify my collection of Reborns is that I can't have kids of my own. I found that out when I was 16. That was about 4 years ago. I found that out, and at the moment, I'm a student. I'm not in the place to adopt a baby at the moment. I'm not in a stable relationship where I'm only just dating. As you do when you're 20. I'm not in a stable relationship, and I always try to justify it like well, I can't adopt at the moment, so this is my way of filling that void of not being able to have kids. But I found in the community you don't even have to justify the reason why you have reborns. You can just collect them because you want to collect them, and that's perfectly fine by people, and and everyone's okay with that. There's no, oh, this is weird. It's all, everyone is really accepting, everyone's really kind. And I love that about the community. I think that's something so awesome, and I've had this hobby for a couple of years now. I've had it about 2 years. I've had my first proper reborn. Um, so it's really amazing to finally have that acceptance and be around such amazing people. You know, I that's one of my favorite parts about being in the reborn community is the acceptance, and people don't think you're weird. You don't have to justify your means to an end and that. So that's one thing I love about the reborn community, and I think it's probably my favorite. Next one is, how has your life changed since getting a reborn? I don't feel as sad anymore about not being able to have kids. It's ever since I got told that just always ran around in my mind, and I know I could always adopt. My sister's always said she'd be a surrogate for me, um, because I could go down that avenue where I could have a biological kid of my own. I just can't carry it. Um, but it was always that emptiness. Is I've always been instinctually, wanting to have kids, if that makes sense. Since I was a little kid, I've always dreamed of being a mum and that, and so it helps fill a sort of void in my life. I think for a while. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have kids in the future, and whether that be adopting or again surrogacy. I don't mind at the moment, but I know I'm definitely gonna have kids. So at the moment, that's just, it sort of helps ease the pain a bit, if that makes sense. Uh, when you look at your reborns, what's the first thing that comes to mind? I think beauty, because they are just so adorable. I mean, look at his little face. He's so cute. He's absolutely adorable. I love him. But yeah, I know these are only dolls, and I just want to clarify because I've just been realising that last question probably sounded quite weird. I know they're only dolls, and I do treat them like dolls. I probably treat my dogs more like babies than I do dolls. My dogs get pampered to hell. Um, but yeah, so I think beauty, because they are works of art. just like you'd go to an art gallery to go and see some painter, I think these in themselves are another type of art. And the next question is, what is your do you have a favorite reborn artist? At the moment, yes, I have. I've had three proper reborns. I've had Rose, who was done by Sunbeam Babies on eBay. I have Evie, who was done by an unknown artist. I don't know who did that, which it really bugs me. I really want to find out who did it, but I bought it secondhand, and the person I bought from didn't have any information on who made it. She just had the certificate for the sculpt. And then Daniel was done my Magical Reborn Babies, and he's a custom, and I just loved how friendly Suzanne was from Magical Reborn Babies, and I know that I'm definitely wanting to get another reborn baby one day in the future, and I'm praying for a toddler one day. I'm saving up for a toddler, and I know my next baby will be from Suzanne as well. I'm gonna order through her because she's very talented, and I love little Daniel. I think his training is so realistic. Just looks so lifelike. But yeah, what is your dream baby? At the moment, this changes every day, but at the moment, my dream reborn baby is silicone. Not silicone. No, why would I say silicone? I'm not really interested in silicones. I just know that a lot of people dream of having a silicone. My dream at the moment is having a toddler. That's one thing I would really love, a toddler, because I think they're so much funner for role play. So yeah, if you could give one piece of advice to new reborn parents, what would it be? Ignore the negativity. You get a lot of negativity when you take up this hobby, sadly. Apparently, it is quite normal for people to vegetate in front of a TV for hours playing games, that's okay. But as soon as you are over the age of about 10 and you have a doll, even if it is a work of art like a reborn, that's abnormal in this society. I don't get it. I don't get how that works, but there you go. That's how this society works. You're going to get a lot of negativity, so just ignore it. Don't involve those people. If you, you know, if you like, I know a lot of my family really probably think reborns. I know some of them actually think reborns are weird, so I just don't take my reborns over there because I don't want to deal with the negativity. I practice my hobby you know, when it's just me around the house, and it's great because I get alone time, it's peace, it's quiet, and I know I'm never going to get any judgment because the dog's quite interested in them. The dogs aren't fussed by them, so that's what I do. Yeah. So that's best bit of advice is ignore the negativity. And the last question is, what is the best way to handle people who don't get your hobby? Um, just don't do the hobby around them. If you want, you can, but I don't. I just leave it and go, okay, you don't get it, whatever. I'm not bothered that you don't get it because it's something that helps me. And a lot of as I said, a lot of my family don't know that I can't biologically have kids. I've not had that conversation with them. So, um, yeah, so I just sort of leave it, ignore it, and move on really, and just don't talk about reborns around them because it's just going to cause more tension. So, yeah, and that's it. So I've got Evie and Daniel all ready for bed. I'm going to go and tuck them in a minute. Now, I know I did create a little Easter video with the outfit of the day, and I was supposed to upload that today, but as I went to upload it, I got a phone call off a relative saying another relative has gone into hospital. They've been rushed in. So I went up there and I've been with them all day. and I've only just got back into the house now, and I know it looks bright, but that's because the clocks have gone back. It's getting late, so it's not. I'm not going to be able to upload that today because I'm going to go and have my Sunday lunch, which I have been waiting for since about midday. I'm starving, so I will upload it tomorrow, which will be Easter Monday. So okay, still technically Easter. It's a bank holiday, but yeah, so I'll upload it then, and I'll upload this one straight after it once I put the two clips together and render it. So I hope you all had an amazing Easter, and I wish you all a great week. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.